The title of our workshop is From Excess to Essence, How to Develop a Slow Fashion Wardrobe. So first off, I would like to start with this statement. Like, amidst in the ever-changing tides of fashion, personal style remains a lighthouse of authenticity. It is a reflection of your journey, your experiences, and your aspirations. When you allowed your style to evolve with you, you're not just saying it's relevant, you are letting your inner growth shine through. So wear your personal style like a badge of honor, for it tells a story that it's uniquely and beautifully yours. Now I would like to talk more about fashion and style. You know, since there's a lot of misconceptions around the fashion system and how the fashion works, we know that fashion expires when trends come to an end. But style, it is timeless. Fashion, it's what the crowd wears, but its style, it's exclusive to you. Fashion needs constant rethinking, new trends, micro trends, what it's in, just, to make the pressure to not feel left out. But personal styles evolves with you. You only add what represents you. Fashions constantly tell us that you must follow trends so you don't go out of style. But the style is it's your true personal style, never goes out of style. You know, when you are in full control of what you want to express with your style, you will never go out of style because your style will be timeless. Now, there's a lot of factors that comes to play when you have an authentic personal style. First off, we have expectations. What do you expect from yourself? And even if we don't like to say it, what does society expect? You know, like, we've been living in a world with constantly the outsider world telling us what to do, what to don't do, fashion do's and don'ts. So even if we don't want to agree with it, expectations form a part of a personal style, either your expectations or your outside world. Then we have the shopping habits. Yeah, I think it is one of the main things about us constructing our personal style. How do we buy? Why do we buy? Do we buy because we just feel sad, or because we're anxious and maybe we're bored and we just go out of the mall and start shopping? I think when we take the time to really ask, why do I have these shopping habits? Do I want to change it? I think it really starts talking to your personal style. Then we have your personal values. Everyone that is here, including myself, I think we already have a very solid values about what type of fashion we want to consume, what type of companies we want to support, etc. Then we have aesthetic vision, that is what will form the way we want to present ourselves. Am I a colorful person? And I'm more like a minimal person, and I just like timeless looks. You know, whatever we see as an aesthetic vision forms a part of a personal style. Then we have a mindset. How do we talk ourselves, our inner talk? What do we think about the fashion systems, and what place do I have within the fashion system? And also, I think the mindset is one of the most important things that will get us humans, through life. How do I address a problem? How do I address a situation? How do I address the way I look? Do I like it? And if I don't, am I brave enough to make decisions and change this? Also, personal style is about culture, where we're from, where have we lived. For example, like one of our attendees said that she is from the Philippines, but she has lived in somewhere else, and now she's somewhere else. So that means that in every place that we are, we all have this world around us, our culture, and also this shape the way we develop our personal style. Then we have self-perception, self-identity, discernment, sometimes we think as fashion and style as something frivolous, as something materialistic, but at the end we come to realize that it is really about ourselves, about how we see us and how we understand our place in the world. You know, how do you want to present to the world? It is also about lifestyle and climate. Each one of our personal styles will be determined by that. For example, I live in a tropical country, so even if I love wearing like leather things, you know, and all these trench coats, I mean, it's not very functional, but sometimes I do because, you know, I like to, you know, just to explore. But climate, it does shape the way we dress, right? Then we have self-confidence and daily routines. I think this is very important. Sometimes we think that making changes is just in the future, but every day we choose to make decisions that even if we don't see the results right now, it is impacting our future self. So a daily routine within our personal style and our shopping habits, you know, every day we're making decisions for ourselves and for the world. So I think there's more, but I've come to summarize that all of these factors are the ones that shape our authentic personal style. So now we're introducing that in a world of fleeting trends and disposable fashion, we invite you to embark on a journey of a self-discovery and mindful style evolution. This workshop is designed to guide you through the intricacies of cultivating a wardrobe that reflects your individuality and embraces the essence of your personal journey. I just want you to be right now in a state of mind of calmness and just think about you, remember about you. How would you dress in when you were a teenager? If you have pictures that you remember when you were little. And so you, after this workshop, you just can create a narrative of your style and how your style changes and has been changing and evolving with you. So right now we're going to start with the cluster archaeology. And right now we're going to understand your style history, right? So we're going to jump off right now with a little exercise that is called reflect on your journey. Right now we're going to take a couple of minutes. So I know that maybe if you're not at your house, but if you can recall almost whatever you have in your closet, look it like, you know, in your mind. And if you're near or something, just go up and open the door real quickly and start looking back at your fashion choices throughout different periods of your life. Start to consider your preferences, your influences, and all the emotion that you associated with your different styles, you know? So we're going to talk to take right now 2 minutes for you to reflect on moments, not on large periods of time, on moments. For example, you went on a date or you went to a concert and you went to a birthday and you were wearing something special, because at the end of the day, life it's about moments. So reflect on the moments that you feel most confident and comfortable in your clothing. So if you have a paper, something to write on, I will just give a minute so you can write whatever comes to your mind. Minute, and let's continue. Then we have exercise number 2, and it's about defining keywords. Use a few descriptive keywords that describe your past and current style. Don't overthink too much, just keywords and adjectives and descriptive words that describe what your style has been in the past, what is your current style. For example, now we're just setting up a minute right now. You can use also make maybe two lists. One, the past and current style, and then you can make a list of keywords about your style aspirations. Doesn't have to be nothing over the top. Maybe you just want to add different accessories. Maybe you just wanted to start experimenting with colors, or you want more texture in your wardrobe. It is up to you what you want, and nobody has the answer but yourselves. So take this time right now just to reflect on the scripted words, and this will help you guide through to what your style has been and where do you want to get. Okay, so we have minute and a half right now, and we're going to continue. Now we will talk about editing your wardrobe. Going through your current wardrobe with a critical eye, removing items that no longer align with your desired style or what you no longer feel excited to wear. Keep the pieces that reflect your chosen style keywords and have a timeless quality. I think that for right now, uh, obviously we cannot make the closet detox right now, but we will send you a workbook where you will find a step-by-step on how to do a closet detox. And why is it important for us to make a closet detox? It is vital as it enables you to define and redefine your personal style by eliminating items that no longer align with your style preferences. You can curate your wardrobe filled with pieces that complement your body, match your aesthetic, and facilitate effortless mix and match options. Sometimes when we buy in an autopilot, we just fill our closet with a lot of items, and we see that there's no communication in between them, and then we struggle, you know, to make cute outfits or to make outfits that make us feel good. So the closet detox is a process that we need if we just really want to know, okay, I just want to know the core of my style. I want to know where am I right now, you know, and sometimes, you know, the day-to-day life, we get caught up, you know, in doing the activities, and sometimes we don't take the time for ourselves. And also doing this closet detox, it's really nice because you will get to the pieces that you don't even remember that you had there, or maybe you weren't wearing them for a long time, and it also brings you back memories, and it speaks to us. It's really grateful, and I had such an amazing conversation with myself whenever I've done that, because I've seen how much I've changed and how my life has been changing. And the closet, it is that, you know, it is a reflections of the times we are living. So uh that's a homework. You will receive the workshop so you can do the closet detox, and then you will find there in the workshop, in the workbook, you will find step by step and what you can do with the clothes that you take out, either donate it, make a swap party, or sell them. The choice is yours. Now we're going to talk about crafting timeless, the art of curating pieces. Like as I was saying before, sometimes we find difficult to have that critical eye to think, yes, I will take this item, or no, I won't. Or sometimes we get uh, caught up by the sales, and we see, oh, okay, this item, it's on sale and I kind of want something like this and I will grab it. But at the end, we don't feel too happy, you know, to to get items that are not aligned with us. So we're going to talk about what is a curated closet. And a curated closet is a harmonious collection of carefully chosen and high quality garments, accessories, shoes that radiates your personal style. That means that each one of the items that you have there has been chosen with purpose and intention. It is a sanctuary of timeless classics, versatile pieces, and cherished favorites that effortlessly blends together. And it gives you daily opportunities for self-expression and confidence. I always see that what we wear is like our armor, like our uniform, for our daily life, like it also helps us to achieve personal objectives, professional objectives. At the end of the day, sometimes we don't take the time to realize how important is how we choose what we wear. So there's a lot of few characteristic of a curated closet. The first one of them is quality over quantity. I think we have learned this and we see it everywhere, but it takes time for us to really, first is to do it and then to understand what it means, because sometimes we like to have a lot of things but at the end they don't work for us. So instead of having a large quantity of clothing, of accessories, of shoes, we always have to prioritize quality. It doesn't matter if we're going to be repeating outfits or repeating the same jersey with a lot of different looks and a lot of different aesthetics. I think that when we choose to have a conscious style, we will see the endless opportunity of just one item. So we don't need to have a bunch of things just to start making interesting outfits or interesting looks. Then we have versatility. I think it's really important to keep this in mind, because you have to think about your lifestyle, your activities, so that every piece and every item that you have can easily be paired with another one. So you can have, let's say, a pair of boots that you can wear on a casual day out with your friends, but also you can take them to work. So I think it's very important to choose every item and always see the versatility of it. So that means that you can use them plenty of times. And also a curated closet reflects the individual's personal style and preferences. It consists of clothing that the owner genuinely loves and feels confident wearing. I think most of the saddest thing is to wear what you don't like. And I just will tell a little story. I grew up in a small town and I came to the capital city of my country. So I changed my life, I changed my friends and everything. And maybe I was like 19 years old, something like that. And I just wanted to fit in, and it's normal for us as humans. We also have this need of fit in society, in a group, in family. It is something that is inherent in us. So, okay, I changed my style because I just wanted to fit in and dress like the other girls at the college and everything. But at the end, maybe like 6 months after, I was just looking at my wardrobe and my shoes and everything, and I was like, oh my God, I mean, what I'm looking right now is not who I am. It's not me. And I did it for the sake of fitting in. So it just clicked my mind, and I was like, no, I cannot do this. I will not forsake who I am just to be accepted in college, just to be accepted and belong somewhere. So that experience taught me so much that whenever you open your closet, you just have to see yourself in it, right? So if there's items that you just don't see that it really belongs to you, you just have to keep them out, because if you start dressing like somebody else, you will start acting like somebody else, thinking like somebody else. So that's why it's one of the pillars of the personal style. It's your self-identity and your self-perception and your self-confidence and all the other pillars that we saw in the beginning. Then we have mindful consumption. It's building and maintaining a curated closet, involves being mindful, right? Being mindful what we buy, being intentional with what we buy and how we do our shopping process. Then a curated closet, it's about efficiency too. When we have our defined personal style, it's easy for us to shop. It's easy for us to go through a thrift shop, to go through a store, and we already know what to buy, and that means you have efficiency. That does not means that you're going to spend 2 hours looking for a pair of shoes. Maybe you can find them in 45 minutes if you go to the stores that you already know. If you already have your personal style defined and also a list of what do you want, so it saves you time too. And then the other one is a wardrobe cohesion, like I was talking before. When you have a closet with curated items, you can mix and match. It doesn't matter. If you feel sporty at night and you have to be a little bit dressed up for a meeting in the morning, all your closet is going to be cohesive. So the first part of getting to know how to buy and how and why to choose an item, we have to know what is our fashion personality. That it's our next subject. And like I was saying before, according to Elizabeth Klein, this is an author of a book that it's called The Conscious Closet. I learned from her that your approach to build a nice wardrobe will be around your fashion personality. And there's 3 types, and we're going to take a look right them. If you can just write on your paper, if you identify your personality, fashion, it will be very helpful. At one side of the spectrum, we have the minimalist. These personalities have crave a finish line in fashion, buy for keeps, and tend to prefer more timeless looks. Then we have right now some keywords that describe this fashion personality: sleek, effortless, timeless, subtle, sophisticated, clean, neutral, functional, versatile, and understated. Okay, so these are the fashion personalities, which is what are 3. But inside each fashion personality, we can find a large amount of different styles and aesthetics. For example, if you are a minimalist, that you like any of these looks that you're seeing right now, the sleek dresses, quality clothes, and neutral colors, and just sleek looks and effortless looks, maybe you're drawn to a natural fashion style, minimal fashion style. There's a different fashion styles and aesthetics within the minimalistics. For example, you're a classic fashion lover too, so this will give you hints of whatever, then you can just research more about, and you can see what other aesthetics are within the minimalist. Then we have the traditionalist, and let's say that this personality is the half point between the fashion, the 2 other fashion personality extremes. These personalities do not crave fashion as much as the maximalist, we're going to see it later, but this one prefers a little bit more excitement, let's say, that minimalist. They buy with quality, but maybe they will have updating their wardrobe for seasons. For example, adding accessories, adding third pieces or shoes, a little updates that will keep their styles evolving. So now we have right here example of looks of a personality traditionalist. So we see that it's kind of alike of the minimalist, but there's more, uh, like effort, let's say like that. But I think minimalist also effort made an effort, but the way they put together the looks, it's a little bit different. They wear basics, they wear timeless items, but I think it is the mix and match what it makes a different aesthetic. So the keywords of this style is contemporary, polished, elegant, time-tested, innovative, balanced, tailored, meticulous, iconic, and graceful. So if you're a traditionalist, maybe you like also modern fashion. Let's say modern fashion, a little bit of dramatic fashion. For example, we see the lady here on the oversized blazer. I think that it's a very not usual silhouette, since she's wearing something oversized dress, and then she comes out with an oversized blazers. But if she complements it with delicate and quality accessories, it gives a whole different look. The makeup, it is really neutral. So it is about balance and how you choose to balance your look and what you are feeling like. So this is the personality of, like, traditionalist personality. Then we have the maximalist, that at the end of this spectrum, there are the maximalists, the people that love fashion, that love trends, that love expressing themselves through what they wear. Some maximalists are maximalists by profession, they work in fashion, they work in creative careers. But also sometimes there's maximalists that work in entertainment, that are artists. It depends of the profile. And most of the maximalists love having interesting and exciting pieces in their wardrobe. So now we have these keywords of a maximalist, and it's bold, eclectic, vibrant, creative, colorful, exuberant, whimsical, playful, attention to detail, and flamboyant. So let me tell you that you don't have to match with only one personality type. In the past, I have had clients that the core of their style is traditionalist, but with tendencies to maximalist. What does that mean? Maybe in the core outfit, they like to wear a little bit of more laid back silhouettes and neutral colors, but they like to explore with accessories. They like to explore with an avant-garde purse or colorful sunglasses. So you could just see where you at. If you are a minimalist with hints of traditionalist, it's up to you. It's up to your lifestyle and what are your fashion goals too. So nothing in fashion and style, it is a square. It is about rules. It is about just how you're feeling and how do you want to be presenting yourself to others. So feel free to navigate these personalities and see what matches with you. Then we have how to start our capsule closet. I've learned before that making a capsule wardrobe or a capsule closet, it's about choosing a number of items that you will have in your closet. Let's say my capsule closet will be of 50 items, and that will be divided in sweaters, shoes, jeans, blouses, etc. But to be honest with you, in my experience with clients and in my life, I think it's a little bit difficult to keep a capsule wardrobe like that. So my approach to the capsule wardrobe is that the most items you have in your closet are really functional for you, right? So you need to ask yourself these questions. What is my primary activity? What I do the most? Do I stay home most of the time because I work from home? Do I go out a lot? You know, what's your lifestyle like? We will find these questions later on so we can continue with the content. So these are the questions. What do I like to do in my free time? What staples predominate in my closet? So are you wearing them because you love them, or are you wearing them just because they're hanging in your closet and you know you just have to wear them? Okay, so these questions will help you to develop a more capsule closet oriented items, right? So there's another exercise that is really helpful for us. And it is to track what you like to wear for 30 days. I hope that you can do it for 30 days. It would be amazing. But if you can't, for at least 15 days, take a pictures of yourself in a mirror selfie, or take a picture of what we wear. You know, the idea is for you to document the outfits you wear over a period of time, right? And what then you will create a mood board with all the pictures. You know, you put together all the pictures that you took for over 30 days. And then you're going to take a time to observe and analyze how you felt with those looks. What items were the ones that you loved? What looks and outfits were the ones that made you feel the most confident? And if you had outfits that you didn't like so much, why was it? Were you in a hurry? Or, you know, it will speak to you. You know, it's really interesting to see how what we wear speak to us and speak about the certain moments of our lives. So it would be really nice if you can do that exercise, and also make a list that describe the outfits that you wore through all these days, right? Because this will help you understand what you're working with, what you have, and what's the base of your wardrobe. You will say, oh, great, I love it. Out of 30 outfits, I love 20, you know, or out of 30 outfits, I hate 15, or I don't like 15, those 15 looks I wore. So this will help you to start making changes, start analyzing yourself and analyzing how those items ended in your closet, right? And then, like I was saying before, make a closet detox. You know, I think the first part, document your outfits, and then based on the answers that you have, you can make a closet detox. Now we're going to talk about fashion fasting and the power of intentional buying. How we are constantly being influenced by psychology aspects within the fashion systems, right? Fashion, it's a very complex and gigantic uh system, you know, that it's from the people that works in the fabrics to us. I mean, it's a bunch of people involved in us seeing a post of an influencer doing a haul, you know, so it's a lot. And I think one of the healthiest way to approach it is just to abstain ourselves of buying. First, we're going to define what the word fasting means. And fasting is a practice that it's abstaining for food, drinks, or certain types of consumption, either for a specific period of time, often associated with religious or spiritual, health, weight management, or even to personal reasons. But what does fashion fasting means? And it's a term that when I was, you know, putting up together all the topics for the workshop, it just came to my mind, and I was like, okay, I think it's a good way, you know, to approach it. It's let's say a deliberate and mindful practice of temporarily refraining from shopping clothing, accessories, and just take the time to have this self-reflection moment, to sometimes I do it just as an exercise when there's sales. It was sales time here in my country like a month ago. I just went to the stores just to observe and analyze myself. I think is for me it has been really helpful throughout my life to analyze my own behaviors and my thoughts. So I just went to the store, and to be honest, I even grabbed like a couple of clothes, and I just went to try them on. And I was like, okay, I will not buy. I'm just observing. Right now, I'm just analyzing my surroundings. So it really took the time, and I just came to realization that maybe 2 years ago, I will have left the store with maybe a couple of bags of clothes. But since I just trained my mind that I was just there observing and analyzing myself, and that was the only purpose of why I was there, it was really helpful, and it was really open-minded for me to see how it's so easy for us to be drawn to this fashion world, and even the mannequins and the lights and everything, it's made by design to make you shop. So it is possible for us to develop um, a self-control, because choosing not to buy and doing fashion fasting, it teaches you a lot, and you see what you're made of. You see if you have a self-control, if you have a strong beliefs. No, I won't do this. Yes, I will. So it's really nice to see how these exercises left you with a lot of knowledge and a lot of things that you can learn from yourself. Like as I was telling before, the fashion industry is huge and complex system where all the edges are there to make it work as I expected, right? Nothing that we see is by chance. From the trends to the position of the lights of the mannequins in the store, it is all by design, and their only purpose and objective is to sell. From fast fashion to ultra fast fashion to even luxury brands, everything in the fashion system is to sell and to influence us, right? Every day we are overstimulated by information on social media, music videos, celebrities, movies. Whenever we see the ads in the streets, so they show us trends, the styles, and fashions that sometimes do not always resonate with us, and does not resonate with our story and what we want in life, right? On the contrary, these tend to confuse us, and tends to confuse whoever is in the journey to find and define their personal style. Let's say, for example, teenagers are still in the process of constructing their identity, constructing their self-perception. And then maybe they see a picture of Bella Hadid wearing a dress, and then every one of them want that dress. And it is really eye-opening how it's always been like this. But I think that right now, nowadays, people are more open to the conversation and are more open about seeing the real purpose of fashion as an industry, right? Not fashion as a medium of communication and, as the way we're talking right now. So I think it's very important for us to develop that critical thinking and just express yourself and not being drawn or being manipulated by a higher system, right? So what can we do? First off, we have to be selective with the content we consume. And what do we look for as an inspiration? We have to identify what we consume on social media or what inspires us, really resonates with us, or is it just for entertainment? For example, I made this exercise maybe a couple of years ago, maybe like 3 years ago, when I was feeling a little bit stuck in my personal style journey. And I was going through a lot of changes in my life. So I came to my social media and see that everyone that I was following, I didn't have nothing in common with them, so I just started unfollowing a lot of accounts and stopped watching a lot of included Netflix shows and everything because um, in therapy, I understood that everything we see and everything we let enter our mind, it is shaping us from our subconscious, right? So I think it's one of the most important things that I've learned through the process is to be very selective uh, to what I consume, and do I like this because it inspires me to be like this, or to try this, or it's just entertainment and I'm just having fun and I'm just bored and I'm just looking through these pictures, right? So because it's really easy to get confused, to compare ourselves and create an unreal image of ourselves. And I think a little bit of a personal opinion, it's what's happening with celebrities. I mean, I don't know, but let's say uh Jennifer Lopez, right? Jennifer Lopez got divorced and whatever. And then we have all these women, oh, I won't believe in love anymore because see what happened to them. And the entertainment industry plus the fashion and everything sometimes make us reflect on people that we just don't have nothing in common, right? So I think it's something that even if we don't see it in firsthand, but it does really has an impact in our mental health and how we see ourselves. So yeah, so step number 2, avoid following current trends. Every day is a new trend. Every week is a new fashion. It is crazy to see how many trends and how many fashions we can count in a period of time of 1 month. We have maybe like 15 new trends, and their lifespan period is really short. So these looks and these trends, honestly, they are only created to make you buy more items, to don't have this fear of missing out. Oh no, everybody's wearing gold loafers. I want to do it too because I want to be cool, or I just want to, so we have to avoid following trends. Instead, just observe them. I always whenever I do an exercise, it's about that. Take the part as a just observe and see how does this make me feel, right? Because if you start following current trends, you would just wear the clothes a couple of times, and then it will be lost in your closet. You will never see them again. And, it's just a vicious cycle, right? So it is really important for us to develop a strong sense of who you are and how you see yourself. Having a defined personal style is the result of learning to know ourselves and exploring our interior. It is mean closing our ears to the outside comments, to the outside world, and listen to our own voice. Define what you want to communicate and what you want to achieve with your personal style. Everyone has different needs and goals, so take your time to analyze and understand what you want to achieve. There are those who want to use fashion as a creative expression, but there's other people that just want to look well, who want to have a great presentation, but they don't crave fashion as much. In the midst of the fashion, there's a different personalities and different needs and goals, so you just need to have clear what is yours. And do not rush to buy or be seduced by sales, right? Take your time to explore all the possibilities you have, so you will ensure conscious and regret-free purchases. Letting ourselves go by sales we don't always end up satisfied with the purchases. I think every one of us has a story about it. So, for example, most of fast fashion purchases are unconscious thanks to the coldly calculated stimuli to make us buy, right? At the end, we end up with a closet full of, I don't have nothing to wear, I don't like anything that I have in my closet, I have no style, etc. So just take your time and be mindful, right? And the biggest thing that I've learned is to have fun, enjoy the process and do not pressure yourself. If you maintain a positive attitude in the process, you will see how easy things will be for you. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to tell your story. It is how you will decide to know what to see and feel. So don't let fashion conglomerates and third parties decide it for you. Take your time, be patient and gentle with you. And we're almost getting to the end. A few thoughts I just want to share. It's on the slow fashion journey, cultivating your personal style is the key to having a different approach to fashion. From the way you consume, what you choose to wear, what you allow to influence you, and how you understand your role within its fashion system. It is an imperfect path in which every day we can learn something new about ourselves and the power that developing a personal style has on us, from professional, personal expression, and even healing factors. Fashion and personal styles goes far beyond what we see around us, and it's a means to understand the world and people. Although within fashion, there are endless problems and injustices, we know that everything has been by design. And although it seems that our decisions do not change reality, the truth is that they do change ours, and we can impact our square meter. Let's not be hard on ourselves, like I said before, since I know everyone is doing the best we can. By changing our reality without realizing it, we are already changing the narrative of fashion by making it our own. Personal style is your story told through what you wear, so choose to live consciously. Thank you, everyone, for your time. So right now, I think we're going to have a time if you want to express yourself or just share some feelings. I think right now it's the time. Okay, I'm looking at all the comments. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't be shy if you just want to share something or tell a story. Just letting you know that this space is a place for you to express yourself and
Yes.
share a story. I think even if we are from different parts of the world, we can relate at some point with different fashion stories. So, yes.